Good morning, goddesses. How are we doing? Welcome to Saturday and welcome to the Sexy Sunrise Show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get started with our song. Let everybody start hopping on and everything. I got a special song for you today. The minute I heard it, I was like, this is the one today. It is called Ecstasy by Milano. All right, here we go. Let me turn it up. There we go. Okay. It's about 3 minutes long. Go ahead and jam with me while we wait on everybody to hop on, and we'll jump in our Astro forecast. All right. Go ahead and exit out of that before the next song plays. How are we doing? Good morning. Welcome to the Sexy Sunrise Show. I'm Bianca Adelia, a professional boudoir photographer of 6 years, and I like to carve out 15 to 30 minutes for myself each and every single morning to kind of stop any patterns that don't support self-love, set an intention for myself, and really just put my headspace in the correct direction for personal development and stuff like that. And I use astrology in my personal development journey, so we talk a little bit about that here. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start by sharing my intention with you today. I am not back 100%, so my intention for today is to continue taking care of myself so next week I can show up the way that I need to show up, really paying attention to my body and stuff like that. It's really interesting because in my astrological research this morning, being sick and everything is actually all in the cards. So that's super, super interesting to me, which really lets me know like I need to really step back and reanalyze and all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and hop into our astro forecast. If you wanted to share your intention for the day as the woman that you want to show up as in the comment box. You never know who you're inspiring by just showing up somewhere. So if you want to do that, that is highly encouraged. Let's go ahead and jump into our astro forecast today because there's lots of stuff going on. So I like to always start off with the moon. And the moon is in Scorpio today. We've got a super new moon going on tonight. Tomorrow is actually going to be my new moon goddess circle, and we're going to be talking about some sex magic in there tomorrow. So if you were interested in joining that, you can always go to thegoddessboudoir.com. It's always taking new members and stuff like that. So check it out anytime you want to. So the new moon is in Scorpio right now. And as we talked about in the past, there may have been flashes of like past shames coming up, past things coming up maybe that were passed down generationally or something in your family, something like that, like something to do with like past shames or something that you needed to deal with, something that you kind of let go, you kind of put it on the back burner and stuff like that. And with the new moon in Scorpio right now, and those things having really been highlighted, we really want to make sure that we're cooperating with ourselves today and really doing our damnedest to like integrate those shadow aspects of ourselves in that cooperative energy, in like this balancing of like just observing other parts of ourselves. We have, Uranus is retrograde in Taurus right now. And anytime a planet is in retrograde, it's not anything bad. It's just a time to kind of reanalyze things and stuff like that. And Uranus is actually the planet of like change and individuality and stuff like that. So we may have felt this, I know this entire year, I feel like January came, and then I feel like every single month, something so dramatic has changed within me. I don't even feel like the same person that I was in January. And you might be feeling the same way too. There might be things coming up every month. It's like you can't get a break. There's so much stuff coming up and you're changing at such this like incredible rate that you've never seen before that you almost feel, if you're anything like me, you almost feel like you don't know who you are anymore and you're trying to get some like stable ground and stuff like that right now. So with this new moon in Scorpio right now, this is going to be a really good time to rearrange all of this stuff that you've kind of been getting all these flashes of. And with the new moon in Scorpio and stuff like that, you've really been able to get like clear flashes, like cutting the BS straight to it, just like really crystal clear things about yourself. And now with the new moon, you can really take a step to like take care of yourself right at this moment and kind of reorganize all these new things that you found about yourself and reorganize them into an extraordinary person instead of kind of like lurking in the shadow realm and getting stuck in the shadow. Just pull those things up, from the ground, from, being rooted and seated. Just bring those shadow things to the surface and reorganize yourself into a whole new extraordinary self. So this new moon is going to be so incredible to do all of that stuff. And there's lots of inspirational and balancing energy in the air that's going to allow you to really reorganize these pieces and really integrate all the things that you found. Because even when we talk about the shadow self in general, the shadow self only exists because we have this idea of the light self. Like bad things only exist because we have this idea of what good is. And the good things only exist because there's this idea of what's bad. Just even in like movies that we watch, there's only a bad guy because we see a good guy and we compare them. The comparison is where that good guy, bad guy thing comes from. But when we're dealing with ourself and the personal development journey, we really just want to integrate all of those pieces. So allowing the self-cooperation and curiosity to create a new you from all these things that you learned. Past shames we talked about. I took some notes. We got lots and lots of stuff going on. Yeah, Scorpio, we've got this. Scorpio is in the sun, the moon, Mercury, and Juno. And there is like 3 planets and an asteroid that is retrograde. And that includes, Uranus and Taurus, which is in retrograde. And Uranus has been in Taurus since last year of August. And Uranus is really just like the sign of like change, or not, yeah, like tech and change and individuality and stuff like that. And Taurus is very sensual. Taurus is really, really good at bringing things and making them real. That's what Taurus does. Taurus takes an idea and they make it real. Like, even if you realize in my business, anything that I start being interested in, I make it real. I make it part of my business and stuff like that. It's just what Taurus does. They like to make things tangible. They are very sensual. They like to feel things. They like things to be practical and like down to earth and real. So Uranus works in that, and with it being in retrograde right now, this is going to be that time where like some of that stuff might come to like a halt. Like the Taurus might be digging their heels in the ground for a second, so you can kind of reevaluate everything. Gives you that sturdy ground to kind of put those pieces together and kind of have that safe space to do so. So you've got lots of the inspiration energy today, and Neptune is actually trine with the moon, and Neptune is connected to like spirituality and like our intuition and stuff like that, which is very representative of the moon. So we've got the moon trine to Neptune, and the trine aspect creates this really harmonious, positive influence kind of energy and stuff like that. So we have an incredible space today to really like the thing that I keep seeing is just like a puzzle. I just keep seeing a puzzle and just rearranging all the pieces. So you created this picture, and maybe the puzzle pieces looked like they fit, and you created this picture of who you were. And with everything that's happened this year, somebody just came and like slammed their hand on the table, and all the pieces have gone everywhere. And instead of saying like, that piece didn't fit, so it's bad, you're taking all your pieces and you're looking at them, and you're in this safe bubble where you can say, okay, let's rework on this puzzle, and let's create a new picture. So you're rearranging all these pieces and you're putting it together to like really represent yourself. So really, really beautiful energy, beautiful new moon energy going on right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. My nose is like starting to run and stuff now. I'm still getting over my cold. I'm going to make some tea after this. But really, really great energy going on today. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be diving into like sex magic in the New Moon Goddess Circle. So if you wanted to join that, just go to thegoddessboudoir.com and all the information is there. But yeah, really, really amazing stuff going on to really like be curious. Like all the things that have kind of been firing off that you've been learning about yourself and maybe you thought were bad, try to look at it more in like a curious kind of like, wow, how can I make that part of myself good in my perspective, or, you know, something like that. So I love using astrology in the personal development type field. Hey, Alexis! And so, I mean, like I said, like with the political stuff going on right now, I'm like in it. I'm in the political stuff. But it's definitely super highlighted in all the astrology readings I do. But I'm going to try to keep it just in the personal development sense here. So yeah, rearrange all those pieces, things that you found out about yourself. Maybe you've been put into situations that were not ideal, and maybe you reacted in ways. We've got Mars in Aries right now, and it's just coming out of retrograde. So you might also see that you have like, you got a quick fuse. Maybe like your fuse is like this small now or something like that. So try not to like judge these pieces of yourself that you found, or the situations that you've been in and you've kind of reacted in a way that you wish you hadn't or something like that. Like don't judge any of these pieces of yourself today. Try to take today to step back and look at them and rearrange the puzzle piece that creates the picture of you. So that is today. That is Saturday. What is today? Oh my gosh, November 14th. Today is November 14th, you guys. All right, we're going to get it together. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to get life back together on Monday. Tomorrow, I'm really going to be diving into more self-care, make sure I'm good to go for the week. Monday, we'll start talking about some more goddess energy stuff. and everything like that. But if you wanted to join me again tomorrow morning, I will be here with the Astro forecast at 10:15 a.m. Central Time. Thank you so much for having me. It means the world to me to let me be part of your morning. And I hope you have an amazing day and be the woman that you want to be. Bye. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. Thank you so much.